Ottoman Safavid Wars. Introduction, explanation of the Ottoman Safavid Wars. Over 2 centuries were spent in a series of wars known as the Ottoman Safavid Wars between the Ottoman Empire and the Safavid Empire. Territorial conflicts, religious disagreements, and the competition for hegemony in the Middle East were the causes of the wars. The Ottoman Safavid Wars had a lasting impression on the area and shaped the balance of power in the Middle East for many centuries. Brief history of the Ottoman Empire and Safavid Empire. A large portion of Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and Northern Africa were all part of the Ottoman Empire, which was established in 1299 and lasted until 1922. The Safavid Empire, which had its heart in present-day Iran, was established in 1501 and lasted until 1736. Both empires were dominant forces in the Middle East throughout their respective eras and had a considerable impact on the history of the area. Importance of the conflict. The political, cultural, and religious landscape of the Middle East was significantly shaped by the Ottoman Safavid Wars. Complex issues, including territorial conflicts, religious disagreements, and the quest for dominance in the area, all played a role in the fight. The consequences of these conflicts may still be seen in the ties between nations like Turkey, Iran, and Azerbaijan today. Early conflicts, 1501 to 1533, Part 2. Origins of the conflict. The Safavid Empire first emerged as a significant regional force in the early 16th century, which is when the Ottoman-Safavid rivalry first began. The Safavids were seen as a challenge to the Ottoman supremacy, who for a long time had dominated most of the Middle East, and they attempted to establish their superiority. The battle was further exacerbated by the religious divide between the Shi'a Safavids and the Sunni Ottomans. Battle of Chaldiran, 1514. The Ottoman Safavid Wars underwent a significant turning point in 1514 with the Battle of Chaldiran. The Safavids, commanded by Shah Ismail I, were decisively destroyed by the Ottomans, led by Sultan Selim Aj. The fight between the two empires would continue for a considerable amount of time after the battle, which solidified the Ottoman Empire's authority in the area. Treaty of Amasya, 1555. The Ottoman Safavid Wars' first phase came to a conclusion in 1555 with the signing of the Treaty of Amasya. The pact acknowledged Safavid rule over eastern Anatolia and western Iran and defined the Arose River as the boundary between the two empires. A period of peace and cultural interchange between the two empires was also made possible by the pact. The Long Peace, 1533 to 1578. The causes of the peace. Between 1533 and 1578, there was peace between the Ottomans and Safavids, which was mostly the result of political and economic circumstances. There was little space for confrontation since both empires were concentrated on establishing their dominance and expanding their spheres of influence. The two empires also exchanged cultural ideas, which promoted respect and understanding between them. Cultural exchange between the empires. Significant cultural interchange took place between the Ottoman and Safavid empires when they were at peace. Ottoman culture was affected by Persian works of art, literature, and music, while the Safavids were exposed to new architectural designs by the Ottomans. The region's distinctive fusion of Persian and Ottoman cultures was made possible by the flow of ideas and cultural practices. See brief reign of Selim II, 1566 to 1574. From 1566 until 1574, Selim II ruled as Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. As he carried on his father Suleiman the Magnificent's policies, his reign was characterized by a time of comparatively common stability. Additionally, Selim II managed the capture of Cyprus in 1570, which increased Ottoman dominance in the Mediterranean. 4. Renewed hostilities, 1578 to 1649, Battle of Dimtoka, 1583. The Ottoman Empire and the Safavid Empire engaged in a significant battle at Dimtoka in 1583. Sultan Murad III led the Ottomans to victory against the Safavids and the conquest of Azerbaijan. The struggle between the two empires entered a new chapter after the fight. Abbas I, 1587 to 1629, and Ottoman invasions of Persia, from 1587 through 1629, Abbas I, sometimes referred to as Abbas the Great, ruled as the Shah of the Safavid Empire. Conflicts with the Ottoman Empire, including many Persian invasions, were common throughout his rule. Abbaside put measures into place that bolstered the Safavid military and economy while successfully repelling these assaults. For the Safavid Empire, his reign is seen as a time of cultural and economic expansion. Treaty of Zuhab, 1639. The Ottoman Safavid Wars came to a conclusion in 1639 with the signing of the Treaty of Zuhab. The treaty defined the boundaries between the Ottoman and Safavid empires, giving the Ottomans sovereignty over areas of eastern Anatolia and Iraq while the Safavids kept control of western Iran. A century-long war between the two empires came to an end with the signing of the treaty. The Ottoman Safavid Wars' aftermath consequences for both empires. Both empires suffered enormous repercussions from the Ottoman Safavid Wars. Both empires' resources were depleted by the war, which also reduced their might militarily and economically. Both empires suffered territorial losses as a result of the battles, with the Safavids losing control of Iraq and the Ottomans losing control of some of Iran. Influence on the balance of power in the Middle East. The power dynamics in the Middle East were significantly impacted by the Ottoman Safavid Wars. Both empires were left weak and open to outside attacks as a result of the conflicts. This led to a power vacuum in the area, which was filled by newly emergent forces like the Wahhabi movement in Arabia and the Qajar monarchy in Iran. The aftermath of the war is still evident in the area today. Lasting impact on relations between Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Iran. The ties between Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Iran were 6. Conclusion. Recap of the Ottoman Safavid Wars. Over a period of 2 centuries, the Ottoman Empire and the Safavid Empire are engaged in a series of wars known as the Ottoman Safavid Wars. Territorial conflicts, political rivalries, and religious disagreements all contributed to the battles. While the battles had serious repercussions for both empires, they also fostered cultural interaction and the development of a regionally shared cultural legacy. Reflection on their significance. The Ottoman Safavid Wars were a turning point in Middle Eastern history. The battle had a long-lasting effect on the ties between Iran, Turkey, and Azerbaijan as well as the political, economic, and cultural environment of the area. Understanding this era's importance is essential to comprehending the dynamics of the contemporary Middle East. Implications for current conflicts in the Middle East. The mechanisms of warfare in the Middle East, including the influence of outside powers, sectarian rivalry, and territorial conflicts. It may be better understood through the lens of the Ottoman Safavid Wars. Due to the continuing wars in Yemen, Syria, and Iraq, the effects of the conflict are being felt throughout the area today. Finding long-lasting solutions to these conflicts requires an understanding of their historical origins.